Hi, my name is Amit Desai and welcome to Lightroom Preset Shop. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the most out of pastel workflow presets. So let's get started. I'm today extremely excited to showcase to you one of our absolute favorite pastel workflow presets. This is something that we were constantly being requested by the photography community, especially the professional photographers who purchased a lot of our film workflow presets and ultimate workflow presets. They were supremely happy, but they said that if we can create something like a pastel workflow preset that only caters to looks that are pastel and soft and dreamy and more of a powdery kind of a look like the matte effects, and we can do something with that, something really exceptional, something that can be very comprehensive and at the same time very intuitive to give the photographic community the signature looks that they are wanting to go for. So we really put in a lot of time and effort into making these pastel presets, and in this very video I'm going to show you exactly how amazing this preset system is and what it can do to your photographic workflow. So let's get started. The very first thing that I would like to show is how do you go about installing these pastel workflow presets. So the first thing that you need to do is once you purchase these presets, you will be getting a download link, and simply download that zip file onto your desktop once the payment goes through. And then what you need to do is simply minimize Lightroom, and once you have this zip file, which is the LRPS pastel preset zip file, simply double click on this if you're on a Mac, and if you're on a Windows machine, all you need to do is simply right click on the zip file, and from the drop down menu there will be an option to unzip that file. Make sure you unzip it and choose your destination folder as the desktop once again, so that you can quickly locate and start copying those files onto your system where exactly Lightroom wants it to be. So let's get started. Once you unzip this file, which is over here, LRPS pastel presets, simply double click to open that file, and you will find two files inside of this folder, the LRPS pastel presets. One is the plus LRPS pastel presets. These are all the presets that come bundled in this workflow preset, and this is the installation readme file, which gives you a complete step-by-step procedure of how do we go about installing this onto our system. So if you're more of a visual person, simply watch this video and that will take care of how you go about installing it. And if you like to read or keep a copy of the installation file, you can certainly have that as a reference file on your computer. So what we do now is we click on the plus LRPS pastel presets folder, right click on that folder and copy this folder. We are basically copying the entire contents. All these presets are being copied from this folder. By doing that, what we do is simply copy this entire folder by right clicking on this folder and hitting copy. Once you've copied this folder, you need to go back into Lightroom, and now if you're on a Mac, go to the Lightroom menu and select Preferences. If you're on a Windows machine, go into the Edit menu, and inside the Edit menu you'll find the Preferences option. Since we are on a Mac, we go to Lightroom and Preferences, and inside Preferences we have different tabs like the General tab, Presets tab, and so on and so forth. We will make sure that the Presets tab is active, which is here in our case, and inside the Presets tab you will find the Show Lightroom Presets folder. Click on that and Lightroom will immediately open the exact folder wherein live all the presets that are needed for Lightroom to show up inside of Lightroom application. Once we have access to this main folder of presets, we need to locate the develop presets folder from inside the Lightroom folder, and here is where we will be pasting the entire folder inside of the develop presets. Make sure you paste that folder which you copied on your clipboards just some time back inside of this develop presets folder and not here. So we click here and choose paste item. You can even use a keyboard shortcut. So if you're on a Mac, you can use Command V, and if you're on a PC, you can use Control V. And once you've pasted that entire folder onto inside of this develop presets folder, that's it, you're done. We won't be doing this here because I already have the pastel presets inside the collection, which you can see over here. So I won't be pasting it once again. Now I close this window, I close this window as well, I close this dialog box, and now we are back into Lightroom. Even now, you won't be finding the pastel presets collection here inside the presets panel because we've just pasted that. For the pastel workflow presets to show up here in this panel, we need to quit Lightroom application. And once we quit Lightroom application, we need to reopen the Lightroom application. And once it opens, you will immediately see the pastel workflow presets on the left hand panel. So now we are back into Lightroom. Let's confirm that the pastel presets collection that we installed is here in the left hand side presets panel. So here we see the pastel presets collection. Simply click on this triangle and all the presets inside of this pastel presets collection will immediately show up on the left hand side. So now that we have this pastel workflow presets installed in our system, now is the time for us to show you some magic. So prepare yourself for something seriously awesome. We are equally excited and very proud to tell you that this is the absolute best pastel workflow presets collection you can get your hands on. A picture is worth 1,000 words. So instead of me just telling you how good this preset system is, let me actually show it to you right now. So let's get started. Before I show you what this preset system does on each of these images, the first thing that I would like to explain is how is the pastel workflow preset structured and what is the flow of the different presets that come with this bundle. So you can get a taste of how you can use this to the absolute best advantage from your point of view. And once you understand the psyche or the psychology of how this whole system is structured, then it will be very easy for you to stack different presets one on top of the other and create absolutely unique, beautiful pastel looks that you simply cannot achieve with just an ordinary pastel preset system. So the first thing that is there in our system is we have Pastelify presets. These are presets that add the pastel or the matte or the powdery look to the photo. So all these presets that you can see here, these are presets that provide some kind of a matte, wash, faded, pastel, soft look to the photo. This is the foundation of pastel presets. This is the base. We pastelify an image and then we add a foundation. The way these foundation presets work is you can reduce highlights, reset highlights if you want to. You can even increase shadows, you can increase the whites and increase the blacks in the image, and you also have these reset presets. So in case you are not happy with the shadows and the highlights and the whites or the blacks, you can individually reset them right here without dabbling with any of these sliders on the right. So these are the foundation presets, and then we have vignetting and noise reduction presets. So we have different levels of vignetting and we also have noise reduction preset. Sometimes the pastel looks look really beautiful when they are soft. So grain might not sometimes really enhance an image if we are going for a pastel look. So we need noise reduction in those situations. So we have a noise reduction preset just for that, and we also have a reset preset to completely reset noise reduction and lens vignetting if you wish to. We also have film grain presets if you need for a certain look. It's not always that pastel presets look good when only they are soft. Sometimes grain can really add to the image. We even have the grain presets. We have our stylizations. Now let me be very clear to you. Every single preset system that we have, that is the pastel presets, the black and white workflow, the HDR workflow, the film preset workflow, all these different workflows have different stylizations. So none of these are the same. This is completely different and completely unique to this particular preset system. So that's what our stylizations are. Then we also have black and white styles, which are extremely important to give the black and white tones and the styles to the photo. So we have the black and white styles and the black and white tones. We also have cinematic and filmic grain, which is slightly different from this film grain that you can see over here. And then we also do have our haze preset. So if you want to increase the haze to give it more of a pastel look, you can do that as well. And if you want to reduce the haze, if it has too much of pastelifying effect, you can do that as well. And then finally you can reset the haze if you're not happy with the haze presets, and you can also reset all, or if you are not happy with all the changes that you've done, you can either click the reset all from the top or from the bottom, wherever it's accessible the quickest. And that's it about the entire workflow structure. So there you see how we have used. So this is how we have structured the pastel workflow preset system, and now is the time for us to show you some magic. So just get ready for something really exciting. So let's get started. Let us start with say the first preset, the pastelify one. This looks really good with the photo, with the image. This goes well with the image. Now let us reduce the highlights a bit. Let's open up the shadows. How about closing the photo with adding some lens vignetting? So let's use lens vignetting. And finally let's stylize this photo with say lemony purple. That's it. With just a few clicks, we were able to go from this to this. Here's the before and here's the after. There you see, this is how versatile and how powerful the workflow system is. Let's go to image number 2 and see what we can do with this image. Let us start off with the pastelifying preset because we are going for the pastel looks. So how about we go with pastelify 2 for this particular image. Let's reduce the highlights because I find the highlights a bit too blown in most of the wedding gown that she's wearing. So let's reduce the highlights. So let's do that. And let us crush the blacks and deepen them a bit. So how about we try blacks minus minus, and let's add some grain to the photo. So how about grain plus plus? And finally let's finish off this image with a beautiful stylization. What about going with gold lavender? So that's it. In just a few clicks we were able to go from this to this. Here's the before and here's the after. So that's how versatile and how powerful the pastel presets are. Let's go to image number 3 and let's see what we can do with that. Like always, for the pastel preset, we start off with pastelifying them. So how about trying pastelify 4? This gives a very pastel, high intense pastel look to the photo. Let's open up the shadows a wee bit and let us go for a black and white look for this one. This is anyways a very muted, low saturation photo, so I think a black and white might probably look good. Let's try and see what it can do. So how about monochrome 5? Let's add some grain because this photo would really look good if we have some filmic grain to it. So let us go for film grain. Yes, this is adding definitely to the photo. This has a lot of haze, which I think if we can reduce would make the photo even better. So how about we go with this haze reduction preset. And finally we can even apply some stylizations. I'm pretty happy with this image just the way it is, but let me show you what we can do with different stylizations. So if I were to choose this black and white preset, now when I go to the stylizations, these stylizations become monochromatic. The entire image is just a single tone or a dual tone image. So do you see how powerful this stacking is? If we were to apply these stylizations without this black and white style, we would have these beautiful stylizations in color. But since we've applied the black and white style to this pastel look and then we are applying the stylizations, you can see that they are only monotone or duotone in nature. So that's how beautifully stackable and very flexible this system is. Let's go with pastel 4 preset. Then let's close this image with some lens vignetting. So how about we go with lens vignetting plus plus. Let's add a stylization. So how about gold blue crush? Yes, that's really good. And now I find this image is almost perfect, but there's a lot of haze and there's a lot of matte or a pastel feel, which I really like because we are going for that pastel look. But I just want to reduce it a bit because it's looking way too soft and pastel for now. So let's reduce the haze by going to this, and that's it. Here in front of you we have this pastel look. We reduce the haze because that reduces the pastel feel of the photo, and we have this beautiful pastel look in just a few clicks. So here's the before and here's the after. So do you see how quickly we were able to stack different presets one on top of the other and create unique looks that you cannot create otherwise without having this kind of a workflow preset system? So now do you see the power in this pastel workflow presets? This is just the beginning, my friend. Let me show you this next photo. So first, like always, we pastelify this. How about we go with the first pastel look? That's fantastic. Let's open up the shadows a bit. I think this image looks brilliant in color. It certainly looks classy, but for experimentation purpose, how about we go for a monochromatic look? So let's try this monochrome 5 preset. This is really going I really like this black and white style, but I think we will do a lot better with some filmic grain as well. So how about cinematic film grain, and let's reduce the haze in the image. So let's go for this one. This closes the photo because when we reduce the haze, it's also reducing the exposure and the surrounding areas, the edgy areas. It's making the edges of the photo a little darker. So it's kind of like a fake vignette, but it doesn't look fake in any which ways. So that's how we are able to make this photo look a lot more classic and vintagey, and at the same time have that pastel feel. Now that this photo has a black and white style, if we go to this set of presets, you can see that these presets, these stylizations that we can apply are all monotone or duotone in nature. So do you see how flexible and powerful this system is? If we had not used this monochromatic style before, these stylizations were all color stylizations, but now that we've applied a black and white or a monochromatic style to this preset, if we stack these stylizations on top of our base monochromatic preset, they are all single tone or duotone in nature. That's how powerful this system is. So if you choose gold lavender, then this is still a black and white image, but it has a different style to it, like a gold purple, or say orange, or say burnt lemony red, or say sunflower. So are you able to see how stylizations become completely a different set altogether if they are combined either plain with keeping the color intact, or by applying the monochromatic styles and tones and then applying the stylizations to further accentuate or evoke certain feelings and emotions in the photo by adding a little bit of a single or duotone to the image. And that's what makes this pastel workflow presets extremely comprehensive, flexible, and at the same time very intuitive and user friendly, all at one time. And finally, let's check out this last image. I love this image a lot, and let's just see what justice can we do to this beautiful image. So let us start off with a pastelifying look. How about we go with pastel 8. Let's increase the whites a bit. Let's crush the blacks. So let's increase the blacks in the photo. That's making it better. Let's close this image with some bit of lens vignetting. Perfect. And now let us add a stylization and see what we can do. Sometimes it becomes really difficult to choose which one to go for. How about retro rouge? This makes the photo look really magical, and it comes alive. To me, the editing on this photo is completely done. Just a few clicks of the mouse and this is the look. Here's the before. Here's the after. This is the before is the after. It staggers my mind when photographers call us or even mail us and tell us how much in love they are with our pastel workflow preset system. Look, my friend, whenever we make a preset system, our intention is not to just bring a preset system in the market to make money. The commercial aspect is completely not important at that point in time. What really drives us, what excites us, is that we bring something of value to the professional photographic community, because as a photographic studio ourselves, we understand how much time is valuable. And not only that, just because our time is valuable, it does not mean that we need to compromise on the post-production aspect of our workflows. Not at all. It means that we need to enhance and upgrade our workflow system to suit our style and our taste, and we need to have the flexibility to use systems that can streamline our workflow processes, quickly and easily add looks to our photos, and just simply help us work smarter and create beautiful, stunning imagery and works of art for our client. That is the motto. That is the purpose behind Lightroom Preset Shop. That's what drives us day in and day out. Every single preset system that comes out from our studio is something that's designed, perfected with a lot of labor of love. And we don't just bring a preset system in the market until we are absolutely convinced and happy that this is a preset system that we would love to have in our own studio. And once our preset system passes that test, only then we release it. It's like a beta release to a few commercial professional photographers who we have very good relations with, and we are looking for feedback, because only once we understand what the photographic community needs, we can fine tune, and then we further enhance our preset systems, and only then we bring these systems into the market. And that's why our preset systems are the best in class. So just like all our preset systems, even the Pastel Workflow preset system is a scientifically designed preset system. It is the most advanced pastel preset stacking workflow system on the market, and it's extremely intuitive and user-friendly, as you've seen just a few minutes back. With this system, you can create thousands of unique and classic pastel and matte looks that evoke powerful emotions by stacking our presets one on top of the other. You can create your very own signature timeless looks and styles. The Pastel Workflow presets, like all our workflow presets, work great on both JPEG files and RAW files. Our Pastel Workflow preset system works great whether you're using Lightroom 4, 5, 6, or even Lightroom CC. So if you own a Lightroom version 4 and above, any of these versions, you will be completely taken care of. You can use this system right now if you are on Lightroom 4 and above. And last but not the least, the very exciting part that I need to share is, just like all our workflow systems, even the Pastel Workflow system comes with lifetime updates. So unless Lightroom comes with a major process version update, or Lightroom completely revamps and changes its Lightroom engine, that we need to completely restructure, redesign, and remanufacture our presets altogether, all the updates that will be done to our presets, to our Pastel Workflow presets, will be absolutely free to you as a customer. So once you buy a Pastel Workflow preset system, you are set for life. You will be getting lifetime updates absolutely free. And in case Lightroom comes with a major change in its process version, because you are our loyal, valuable customer, you as a customer will be getting a very good discount on the upgrade. You will be always taken care of. We love our customers and we love to develop long-term relationships. In fact, I challenge you one thing. I would want you to simply go ahead and purchase any one of our presets that excite you the most, and see for yourself what is the level of quality that we bring to the table. And we promise you one thing: once you buy just one of our preset systems, you will end up buying a lot more. Many of our customers start off buying only one preset system, and then they ultimately end up buying our entire shop. This is very common, especially because they see the value that we bring to the photography community, and they can see what a huge difference our presets can make to their workflows. And we suggest that you take a look very seriously at this Pastel workflow preset system. I hope you could see the power of our demonstration and what we could do with this system. That's it for now, my friend. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Bye for now.